Welcome back to the Titanium Hanger. This is Mike. Today I want to talk to you about the Tfcon Chicago 2025 reveals for the panel, third-party panel. And I've talked about some of this stuff already, and I'm going to go through that fast. Some stuff I'm going to admit that I omit. And a few things I'm going to put in here that we've already talked about, but, well, I just want to crack jokes about them. So we'll talk about this and more. My thoughts. Tfcon Chicago 2025 coming up. Alright, so I'm going to start with Ice Cream. This is another Make Toys remake. We've already talked about this. And it is a con exclusive, but also I believe you'll be able to get it at TF Source. Possibly, because it is their exclusive. And fun recolors if you're into all this stuff. And the mold, at one time this was the best version of a Seeker that you could get. And it's still not bad. I just think there's two other ones out there that people probably want to start seeing Rainmakers in and stuff, but if we get into Science Culture, this is the second set of these. I got confused somewhere in there, like, do I have a set that's pre-ordered? But no, this is the second one, so this should be coming out relatively soon, and they're showing a lot off the bot mode here. The alt mode in, I guess it does come with these train tracks or something. I guess we'll find out more as time goes by, but they do make very nice looking trains. So with nice looking trains, they're going to make nice looking train bots. These are arms, as you can see, and lots of fun. Look forward to them. Look forward to getting this finished. This probably will be my only Raiden in my collection. RTD02 V-Drill. The D means it is masterpiece. It should be M in my opinion, but whatever. D02 V-Drill. So Waspinator, unpainted. Not sure why it's all silver. They don't have any coloration on it. I mean, wouldn't it be all like green or yellow or something? But there he is, and doesn't look bad. So it's nice that some companies are picking up where Takara's decided to stop. I think we don't know if Takara's doing anything past Rat Trap, but that's shipping right now from Shozi Store if you're interested. And here is Robot Toys with their RTO5, meaning Legend Scale, and I get excited. I'm like, oh, I missed the last reissue of Cheetor. But anyway, Black Beetle, Black Tarantulas, and is he taking orders from the Tripedicus Council and all that kind of stuff. Fun stuff. Looks really good. Here's the alt mode. In all reality, like, this is what we should have gotten when, well, not when I was a kid. When I was in my 20s on the toy aisle, not wanting to buy them. that's what was going on. I probably would have if they were this good. If they matched the cartoon that well, I would have. Alright, getting into some Iron Factory. So they're showing off sort of a samurai version of drag strips. So they're going to be doing, of course, the whole samurai kit and caboodle with Minosaur. So there it is. And if you don't already have the Magic Square one, then you might want to go with this one. Although, here we go with the next one. Again, I don't know all the individual names off the top of my head for these. I literally don't even combine them or show them separately. I combine them and they're combiners. So it's all mode. Is it Dead End or something? Or one of those. Wild Rider. And here we go. This was probably Dead End. It's a Dead End. I should know. I mean, we just wrapped up the Fanstoys one and I did the review on that. We got giant exhaust for some reason. They look like antlers though, so it's Christmas. It's the Christmas edition. Here we go. I know that was Breakdown. Okay, so I guess I know more than I remember more than I should. And they got the samurai look to them. Got that whole Iron Factory feel. I do feel like their alt modes are the best modes though. But then again, I bet you those exhausts are removable. You don't have to have them in there. So, something to add on to charge extra. And Motormaster. And he looks okay. Not super duper classic. I mean, yes, if you're wanting super classic, this is not it. You need to go with Magic Square, but Magic Square, I don't think they have it available for sale right now. They should do a box set of that, though, of the Magic Squares. Anyway, Iron Factory. Here it is with the Pimp My Ride in Samurai. And yeah, it's got the trailer and all that. So combined. And there it is combined. And yeah, it's fascinating. It's interesting. So people speculate that there's ways to make this look more G1-ish if you want it to be more G1-ish. I don't know. I just looking at the same pictures we all are. Not sure why this is out of order, but there's more Cheetor with antlers. So does that mean we get a Cheetor reissue? Possibly. I did watch the third party, but sound is so hard to hear on that. Shout out to TM Reviews because he's always real quick with the live stream on that right away, and that's pretty awesome. Then we have this samurai looking Beast Wars Megatron Beast Walls. Looking good. Really good. And then there's the Megatron is Dino mode, and he's looking to do some damage right there. This is probably the best picture. Let's just go with this picture right here. Let's just run with this one. There it goes. Tigatron, and so again, I can't tell if this is a remold of what they did with the Cheetor or if this is all new, gonna be bigger and all that, but still, that looks pretty decent overall. I like the Black Arachnia. I might actually get that one. I don't really dip in on Iron Factory much. I'm just not into the stylized stuff, but she looks pretty good. She does. She does look good. And she turns into a spider. Shocking. It's not a bad looking spider either. We got some chibi stuff here. The JGM SKPO2 is it a Combino Dino thing going on there? Volcanicus. Then we have a Brute. No, Superion. That's Superion. I think they're also doing a Bruticus. I'm trying to get as few pictures that I have to put up. There's Superion with color on him. Looking pretty good. Some weird pictures coming out of this one here. This is okay, Bruticus, GB Bruticus, but that is just the onslaught. There was an onslaught of news. We've got some Craftsman toys here. So this is already out and released. So I've got a joke I'm going to use for Magic Square later. I could use it here, but I'm going to wait. But this is a good set. It's a good set. The combiner is done. It's going to all go in my... I'm going to redo my display once I get the Bruticus for Magic Square done so I can show both of them compared and then put it all back in the display. But it's going to look good in the display. And that's what matters to me most. And yeah, decent looking overall. But that's all they really have to show. And then they're doing this Dragon Warrior D01A. And some people are saying this is Masterpiece. So I need more information on all this. It's really hard for me to tell if it's MP or not. Here is is it Grimlock? Are they doing a Grimlock? It kind of feels like a Trypticon, but a Grimlock. Okay. And they're trying to say it's Masterpiece. So this is something else that they're working on, which everyone's saying Seacons, which are underrepresented Masterpiece scale. I would say that's a Masterpiece scale Seacon. So that's the way I look at it. And I would probably be in on it because I don't know that many that would make Masterpiece Seacons. And there it is. Kind of reminds me of Terror Train when that dude was in the alligator costume on Terror Train. 80s horror movie. C. There's like we got A movies, B movies, C movies, Terror Train, C movie. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And we got whatever this is. So fill in the blanks. Fill in the blur. He doesn't have any pants on. This is where I got jokes. Okay. I predicted... I didn't predict anything right on this. Predicted Magic Square would talk about their Masterpiece, but instead they use this as advertisement. So instead of showing us anything new, they're like, hey, let's advertise that this is all out, go buy it. Because that's really what it feels like. They didn't show us, tease us, give us anything new, which is a little unlike them. Usually they'll show something. And then we've got this, which we've already known about for a while. The 6-shot. And it's got 6 modes, but this is my favorite, so you're just going to get to see my favorite, Magic Square. And this is out too, so another advertisement with a very grainy photo. Another advertisement for the last piece to finish Bruticus. Can't wait to get that done. Look forward to that myself. And here it is, combined. Combined Bruticus, looking really good overall. Probably the best Masterpiece Bruticus we'll see in a long time. Maybe ever. Maybe ever. Might be the best. Alright, so this is New Age making Legends Scale Junkions. And I talked about this, didn't show any pictures, didn't have the pictures in my news. But Rekgar starting out, but what all are they going to do? I mean, New Age already does crazy amount of stuff with everything they release. 6 recolors. Junkions could have 20 recolors by the time it's done. I'm not joking. So they do 6 of him, and then they put like 4 versions out, like Scrap Heap and all that kind of stuff. And then they have 6 recolors of each of them. I mean, I don't know how crazy they're going to get. But they probably won't get that crazy because of the fact that they're just going to reuse a lot of tooling and get their money out of the tooling by just doing those other characters the way it's been done in the past. Here he is. And, you know, the old gimmick of writing themselves. I think it's more fun if you're writing a different one. But I will definitely get a Rekgar. I do have a Fanstoys, but this will be superior. The other thing about these is it would be nice to have a Rekgar from every company, Magic Square and all them, because Junkions are all different sizes and shapes and stuff. Made of junk. And then coming soon, we got this, oh, somebody said Drift or something. I don't know. I don't know. Legends Drift. I don't know. Nobody knows. It's tease. We already saw this from Extransbots, but let's show it again because it's in the slides and it's in order. And so we got the Omnibot. So this is camshaft, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. I like it. I think they've done a good job with it so far. And with that, I've got mine pre-ordered. I plan to definitely get that, take a look at it. I guess I didn't get any alt mode pictures. This one is the Scoop or Scoops. And he's like a double target master. He's got 2 different target masters, I believe. And so they're showing it's in production. It's easy to make something in production they already got the tooling, just change colors, maybe the head, maybe the accessory. So I mean, so there's a little more to it than that, but the main part's already been done. This is the teardown. We've already looked at this, but their next Constructicon. We've got more pictures of Constructicons coming too, so we'll just get into all that. I didn't cover the news. Here's the alt mode, and a nice crane there. We have a very nice crane going on there. So this is their Motor Master. No, not Motor Master. Long haul. Let's just say any name anytime something pops up. Now, the thing about that extra extension, the wagon he's carrying, whatever you want to call it, he's pulling the extra trailer, that is actually going to be on here. So that's going to be the combining parts combined into the extra long haul trailer. And yeah, is it called Big Load? And you make up the sort of lower part of the torso. So this figure would sit on top of this. So that's how that works, if you were curious. And then there's a toy version. So I didn't include this on my Sunday pictures, but there it is. Toy version's always like, so I'm doing toy and bot and the standard cartoon in combined. And then again, this is where it is combined so far. So this is how far you'll be when these come out, I guess. So you'll just need a leg. Seems pretty easy. And then this is Celerity. This is a fast track to Tuesday Newsday, and he looks good. And then there's the alt mode. I guess I'm in a hurry to get to the gold one, so I don't know much about it, but I'm fascinated by the gold one. I don't know. Is that the Japanese release? I don't know. I have no clue. But you know, it's part of this Skopanak team. Varek. There's the head. They're giving us the head and the stand. And now I'm not sure if when they finally make Skopanak, if this is how it's going to connect. I want to say that I commend Xtransbots for not being petty and not trying to make a Fort Max, and knowing that the market has got to be really small for these, and to just compete for that small sliver of a slice of the market to the probably less than 1,000 people that would be willing to spend over $1,000 on a city bot like this. And then this is a different type of picture than what I showed Sunday. I like to do stuff like that. I'm not going to show every picture that's out there, but the Zarak. Looking good though, and I'm pretty sure these are definitely separate releases. Now, as Extransbots out the way with their big news, now we're getting into the Hellsman. This was exclusive MB 08B, and it looks pretty good if you're into it. It's got the chest master stuff in it. There's the alt modes, plural. As I recall how this works, it splits into 2. This is each of them all alt modes, if I'm right. I haven't picked up. This is what I believe. This is my belief that these are the exclusives they put out at cons, and now that's the team. If you bought all the con ones and you built it like this, so that's pretty cool. You see the bee on it, and the C, and the huntsman, and hangman, and hellsman, wingman. Then they got the MB-15F White Naval Commander coming 26. This is kind of another repaint. It's coming. And then this is EB-20B Extra X-Load coming 2026. And then showing what it can do. Look, I remember seeing all these when they first made the mold. Now this is recolors probably a couple times now. Purple Saber Team. We've seen the Saber Team. It's just recolored. It's the 16B. What's the B stand for? Purple? B stands for purple. Okay. Over here in the States. B stands for purple. Yeah, it's a cool looking saber. Saber Team. There it is with weapon mode on what appears to be a Megatron-ish-esque. Getting into Ocular Max. So MMC, and this is their hotshot leader, hotspot, hotshot leader, Ignis. And then there it is, a couple of shots of bot mode. I mean, again, I would say if you're getting a defensor, if you're the kind that wants to get a combined mode for Extransbots, and then this one for bot mode, I really think this is where you'd want to go for bot mode. I think it's a little more affordable, and they're pretty big, and they all look pretty good. The transformations are a lot easier. I really don't think that the combined mode's bad either. I'm pretty sure they'll give you an upgrade kit, so your all-in-one will have parts forming, but it's ironic. Isn't it ironic? Oh man, how many of these pictures do I have? There's so much going on with this Devastator. They've shown us so many pictures every single Tfcon. That one Tfcon I thought, didn't they already release all this? If I'm not buying them, I don't realize if they've been released, come and gone. But Deletus, here it is, PS27. And I think it's a good set too. I mean, overall, you really can't go wrong with good old MMC in theirs. Except it's only 18 inches, with the rest could be 20 or 21 inches. 3 inches make a huge difference in combined, especially when this one's supposed to be one of the biggest. I mean, it was the first, and it was always in the show the biggest. Until it just wasn't there anymore. And then here's Eradicator. Going to eradicate all this fun names that they come up with. And the alt mode, which it kind of looks very cartoony. I don't have anything against that at all. I don't. I like a cartoony look. And then there's the torso. All in one. You don't have an extra bucket, another wagon to pull behind your dump truck. Then they got their Megalith. I believe this is, I don't know, Ruination, Coloration, I believe. I get corrected all the time, but to me it's not really that big of a deal. And really I didn't see all this camo on the bot mode, but there it is. Looking good. And here it is in its combined mode. And that looks, I believe you have to either keep it up with the cons or just keep it up this as it goes gets released. I don't really think it'd be very easy to piece this together at this point. Then again, maybe this is the beginning of a different recolor. I don't know. I haven't bought any of these. I do think it looks good, and I do like what they've done, but I like Magic Squares more. And here it is showing some guns, and how you can put the other figures' guns on these so that there's gun weapon storage. I believe that's what you're trying to get across. Now, Forte. So I've seen 2 reviews on this from people. I've seen Deluxe and, well, I didn't actually watch them. I just saw them pop up, but Deluxe's and team reviews. I need to go watch those so that I know what I'm in for on this, but it looks really good. I mean, I am a sucker for all these. I love all these. The birds are too big, but the rest are great. And if only they had paint, then I would faint. And it's no joke, ain't it? Yeah. All the different angles. I do like the vac metal on it. The vac metal, I think, is you're only getting with the con exclusive. You're just going to get some kind of metallic paint. For a standard release, we got IFO for after beta. So I don't know much about this, but it's a cool looking car mode. The car mode looks phenomenal, actually. Is it Toyota or something? Toyota Super or something like that? And then bot mode. Alright, now we're going to get into Fanstoys. And there's a lot to say. And it all makes sense. Okay, so here's Rambo with the FM, is it 05? It's covering up the number. Oh no. But my initial thoughts in the grayscale rendition pictures, that the lower legs are just ginormous. It's too big. It doesn't look right. What a waste. Why didn't they make that slide in a little better? With the coloration, the red and all that, it's not that bad. It's still a bit of an eyesore. It's not as bad. And that's, I don't know. Am I just turning into someone that, I fall in love with the shiny things from Fanstoys, and I don't know. I'm going to be very brutally honest whenever I do a review, though. Side by side, how does it make me feel a person? That's what really matters to me. So I'm definitely getting it, though. I'm going to get this. And then there's the alt mode. The alt mode looks great. He might just be in the alt mode. No, he's way too good to be in alt mode, I'm sure. Hope the transformation's not a nightmare. I hope the transformation's not a nightmare. Say it a little louder. For those of you in the back that didn't hear it. Now this is, like, if you're watching the whole third-party panel, the next slide, this is kind of like a low-key hint at what's coming next. Red alert. You know, I like that. In a way, they had to plan this. Like, you gotta put them out in this order, because we want to tease. And there's the multiple angles of it, which is great. So you can see, what are they trying to hide anything? I don't think they are. They are not letting you see it directly straight from the front, but it's not always. Here it is. This is more of that. Yeah. This is also a low-key flex on their Optimus Prime. Look how good our Prime is. I'm Optimus Prime. These are the brothers. Well, the red alert looks pretty good too. I'm trying to see the differences in them. So I do want to shout out the Realm guys had some good stuff to say on this. Like the wheels are hidden on the shoulders of Sideswipe, and then the wheels are out on the red alert. Then obviously they're doing some stuff different with the forearms because that's how red alert is, and it's just some stuff they do to carry over the vac metal look to the feet. So these are not hypertune, so there's some real world elements to them. They both look pretty good overall. Not exactly the same, but a lot of shared parts. And here he is all by himself. He deserves his own picture. No, there's probably a lot more pictures of him, but not incredibly remolded or incredibly different. It's a lot of similarities, but at least as many differences as Bad Cube did with their version. And I was not a huge fan of Bad Cubes, although I did like the Red Alert Bad Cube more than their Sideswipe. And so with that, it's going to be like a nice side-by-side. And here there's a little speculation whether or not they're going to either put back out Jive and the Mirage, or if this is just a picture to show hey, so it looks with the rest of them. I think it's just to show it off. Here's a nice multiple angle one, and this does look good, all painted up. You know, and that's the thing. I'm glad they showed this with all the paint on it, because it just looks great. It's got a lot of kibble, though. But then they get into some Datsun brothers, and so I guess, is this one the Prowl? There's a Prowl, a Blue Streak, and or Silver Streak, or whatever, and Smokescreen. So we haven't even seen DX9 put theirs out yet, but I'm gonna say that I would probably still get the DX9 one just so I can compare them. But this one does look good. It's some of the issues I've seen with the DX9, just aesthetically, is resolved here. And I didn't know, I couldn't have predicted that Fanstoys was going to go this deep on car bots. Like, it seemed like they took a break from mini bots, and now they're like full on car bot mode. But it looks good. I mean, opening doors, I don't know if it's worth it or not, but they do. They open. I mean, didn't the original G1s open? So you got to at least beat G1. And you've got to have some wings hanging off the back. I'm hoping for a relatively okay transformation. Hope in one hand, and then the other one fills up with something. Here's the brothers in arms, all just kind of chilling. You can see the differentiation between each one of them. Slight differences. But Smokescreen. This is one that I feel like looked really good as Takara. With the color scheme and all that, did look really good. But I'm curious how this looks in color. And he kind of almost looks a little on the dumpy side. Not saying it's a bad looking, but it just kind of looks thicker for some reason than the other mold mates. Here's the all load. Not a huge difference, just that giant front end, that front bumper. Scoop, well, whatever. And then here he is from all angles. So it's so interesting how they can do so many different things with the same mold. Slight difference in each one of these. And then there's either the Prowl or the Silver Streak, Blue Streak. Now we're getting into Turbo, and he is a very nice rendition of Windcharger. People are excited for this because the Extransbots one was never really all that great. And although this may have its shortcomings, it's still going to be better, probably. Although it looks pretty good. It fits the bill. Feels very toy. Very toy. But doors open. G1 toy doors didn't open. G1 one was like $2, $3 at the Walmart back in the day. Then we get into Hadid. And yeah, they're working on theirs. Their Devastator. Let's get the Mix Master mixed up. Looking pretty good. And then here it is combined. Okay, this is kind of a fun series of pictures that they did. Here it is combined up. And I'm taking it this is actual figures because the other one's in production, maybe. Is that what is going on? And then you got old Tread Legs over here. Looking like Tread Legs. It looks pretty decent overall. Like, this character is pretty simple to canal, and here it goes with those faux treads. You got a super hyper tread leg and faux treads. They go about it way different than Extransbots, that's for sure. There's the arm, but it looks pretty clean overall. Then there is the all mode. And there's a whole lot more weird stuff with this. We'll wait till the review on that. Then the biggest news of this is Oceanus. This is not was it 1984 where they talked about Oceanus? Oceanus. Well, anyway. This is a big figure. So we're going to see some numbers here in a bit for this. But if you can't hit the broadside of a barn, you'll be able to hit this because it's going to be that big. That's how big it's going to be. It's got options. You got options for configurations. And the giant, like, it's a mini USS flag. It's like 27 inches. It's pretty good size. You better have some space for this thing. I'm debating whether or not I would get it because I'm scared of what the price will be on this. It's terrifying. I think Halloween is going to be less terrifying than finding out the price on this bad boy. Well, it's big. It looks good though. I mean, it's very detailed. This is high quality. Company makes high quality products. High price products though. There's Jet. Jet mode looks pretty good, actually. Well, actually, it's going to be a huge jet. You know, actually, this is a jet that all of the Masterpiece figures can ride in, right? So about wraps it up. There's a lot going on, but not excessive amount. It's a solid evolutionary step in collecting a Masterpiece, and I wouldn't want too much more than this to come out at once. So I'm hoping to see these companies get caught up on past promises and then start delivering on these. Let me know what you think about this third-party panel at Tfcon Chicago, and what are you in for? What are you excited for? And what do you not care about? Like, subscribe, and tell your hang around.